Hello, everyone. My name is Rosa Antonia Carrillo, and I'm the author of The Relationship Factor in Safety Leadership. I'm inviting you to come to a 3-hour masterclass that I'm teaching that will be life-changing according to my former students. It is transformational because when you begin to apply the social skills, the relationship building skills that I'm going to teach you, it's not only going to raise your skills as a safety professional and make you more valuable, it's also going to impact your whole life positively because you'll suddenly find that there's less conflict and more collaboration in your life. I'm going to cover many of the topics that are in my book, The Relationship Factor in Safety Leadership, which are the skills and concepts that safety professionals need to learn and to understand in order to become more proficient at getting employee engagement and also, by the way, raise safety performance because you get fewer accidents the more people are involved in creating safety. So some of those tools are, how to build relationships a great portion of the time, because the whole premise is that communication can't happen outside of a relationship, in particular a trusting relationship. So you can talk to somebody and give them a lot of information, but they may not be listening because they don't know who you are, and if they don't trust you, forget it, right? Even when people like you, it's difficult for them to remember everything that you're telling them. So I'm going to be sharing the ways to initiate a conversation and how to develop that relationship over time, because it does take time to gain people's trust and that level of communication. Well, this masterclass is aimed at safety professionals or others that work in safety. Perhaps you've moved into a consultative role, or you may not have a degree, right? But you're responsible for safety in the workplace. When you decide that you are going to start building these relationships, you unconsciously move into a leadership position, because that's what leaders do. They motivate people, they get people behind a common goal or a common idea. So if a safety professional is frustrated in terms of being able to raise the level of safety performance, one of the most proactive things he or she can do is build these relationships with workers so that they will provide the information that we need. The most important set of skills have to do with how to build a relationship of trust and open communication. And this involves becoming a good listener. So we'll talk about the basic principles of what does attentive listening look like? What does it feel like? And we're going to practice these exercises in the class so that you can at least get a feeling for what we're talking about. So it's basically an introduction to these skills, which you can pursue on your own. Or if you want to participate in more evolved workshops, we're going to be offering those at a later time. But this is kind of like, okay, let me check it out. You have to ask yourself, think back to a boss or a mentor who you really enjoyed working with and you trusted them and you felt good about working with them because you were learning and developing yourself personally. What was the most outstanding characteristic of that individual that you remember? Was it their technical competence? Or was it that they cared about you as a person and made you feel valued? We all have the ability and the power to form these relationships, but we don't get taught how to do them, how to create them. So this is your opportunity, and it's going to work in every area of your life, to tell you the truth. It's family. It's true with family. It's true with your bosses. It's true when you're interviewing for a job. These skills go across the board in every area of your life. How do you establish a relationship of trust where you have credibility and people listen to you?